and asthma attacks. I cured myself from these, which is the truth. I saw a sellout pastor recently make a video on anxiety and panic attacks, and it's like, well, why don't I make another video? It's one of the talks I made videos on for years, helping people to learn how to heal, both Christians and non-Christians alike. So I'm a Christian, and I credit God with the ability, the fact that I've been able to cure myself and others, and heal myself and others of health problems, and improve my health and others' health, is that I'm a Christian. So I've been receiving wisdom from God, health, fitness, wisdom, and all kinds of wisdom that help me to improve and empower myself and others. So I thought, why don't I make a video? It's like some sissy pastor out here that is less competent than I am, makes videos on this. Well, I'm a person that has high competence and have had personal experience with extreme mental physical health problems and have cured myself. So I have cured myself of panic attacks and agoraphobia. I used to suffer from debilitating anxiety, panic attacks, and agoraphobia, where I couldn't even go outside. Like in the daytime, with a lot of people around, I would have panic attacks. So I've gone from having extreme anxiety, like daily, okay, from waking up to going to bed, having like being super stressed and having high anxiety. Then I've gone from having panic attacks. This is like, it's not kind of modest improvement, but a little bit better. No, I've cured myself from, I've been suffering from panic attacks for many years, since childhood, extreme anxiety, and agoraphobia as a young adult for many years, and cured myself. Not improvement. Without big pharma dogs, without talk therapy, without big pharma medications. I think that's kind of impressive improvement. So, first of all, I have both autism and ADHD. And autism diagnosed, ADHD undiagnosed, but I'm certain that I have ADHD. When I got tested and diagnosed for autism, they said that it's like you also have ADHD, but I didn't get the diagnosis. So anyway, here's the point. And I'm unmedicated. I mean, I don't use ADHD meds or any medications for autism. And also, I've gone from being on antidepressants, SSRIs for many years, to quitting them myself, cold turkey, which I don't recommend other people to do. So at least, 4 years, 5, 6, around 6 years since I quit big pharma drugs, SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, which the end result is it upregulates serotonin somehow, make you have more serotonin. Now here's the point. So if there's anybody should be making a video, it's somebody like me that has had personal experience with agoraphobia, panic attacks, and severe anxiety, and cured himself. And I'm a Christian, so I credit God with knowing all these things. And I've been able to help not only myself, but other people improve their health, mental, physical health. Why? Because God has armed me and equipped me with health, fitness, wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. But fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction, which I don't have a lot of followers that are like looking interested to learn. Because fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. And I've been out here teaching health, fitness, wisdom, knowledge, and instruction, and also wisdom and instruction others, but men of understanding attain not wise counsels. So one of the ways that God has helped me to grow in understanding and competence is by showing me who to study, show me other men that are not even Christians, and I've been attaining to these counsels. So if I had a problem dog, and I was looking to, I prayed to God about it, God might help me find a secular source, like a lost person who's an expert dog trainer, and that has wisdom in how to train dogs. And if I attain up this person's counsel, I can go on wisdom and understanding. So anyway, here's the point. I've had panic attacks. I suffered from panic attacks many years, and I've cured myself. Not improvement. It's not that I went from having a panic attack more a month to less frequently. Okay, I decreased frequency. No, from having panic attacks at least once a month to 0 panic attacks for at least 2 years now. Not one panic attack for 2 years. It's a cure. It's not improvement. Agoraphobia too. So I had agoraphobia. A lot of times it's like the root issue is being in a stressed state, being stressed, having anxiety. And if you have high anxiety, there can be certain situations that trigger panic attacks. It's like high anxiety, and then the anxiety ramps up, and eventually you have a panic attack manifesting. So I used to have agoraphobia, panic attacks, suffer from panic attacks for many years, at least one panic attack a month, and severe daily anxiety, to not having panic. So I've cured myself of panic attacks, agoraphobia, which means now I can go outside and not sit at the town square, not even being stressed, despite people work to stress me out. Now that's a different topic. I'm a Christian, target individual, a persecuted Christian, which means I'm the totally seeking persecution for that the psychopathic, powerfully deep state have to target people and things like this. That's another topic. Gang stalking, as it's called. Now here's the point. So it's like, here's the thing too. What I can teach is not just like best case scenario. It's like it's pressure tested. It's worst case scenario. So I've been a part of a program working to sabotage anything I'm doing to improve and heal myself. That's been working to stress me out. That's been working to exacerbate any pre-existing mental physical health problems and work to cause mental physical health problems. And sabotaging everything that I'm doing. And despite that, I've been able to cure myself of depression, panic attacks, and agoraphobia. So people don't have these problems. It should be even easier for them to get under control. Now, I can't be as helpful in my health fitness coaching on YouTube as I can in other places because they can be real sensitive to medical, alternative medicine, you might call it, which means I have to kind of pull punches on YouTube if I teach health fitness. Okay. So you can watch my videos on Rumble, and if I make more health fitness teaching videos on Rumble where I can not hold back, I don't have to hold back. I can market and let people know in the short. I got a new Rumble video on how to cure panic attacks and this. Now, so here on YouTube, I had to be kind of low level. Now, here's the point. Yeah, so that's kind of rare. See, somebody with autism, ADHD, having panic attacks, depression, agoraphobia, and severe anxiety, and end up fixing themselves without talk therapy and big pharma dogs. See, so. First of all, if you're a person watching this that have anxiety problems, PTSD, CPTSD, anxiety, panic attacks, agoraphobia, know that there's hope, okay? There's hope. Now you're going to have to apply yourself. Diligent effort, diligent, consistent effort is required. It's not going to be automatic. Like I showed, it's not going to be just positive thinking. You're going to have to apply yourself, okay? Consistent, diligent effort. So I can arm you with the knowledge that you need to see improvement. But you're going to have to apply yourself to apply the knowledge. Constant, like diligent effort, daily effort. Certain things you have to start doing, other things you should stop doing. Now, I've also had several phobias I've cured myself of, actually. Like I used to suffer from claustrophobia as a younger man, cured myself of that. I used to suffer from hydrophobia, like fear of water, where I couldn't go swimming, like the deep end of the pool. I couldn't... I had a fear of water, irrational fear, hence a phobia. That's another thing I killed myself from. So here's the point. I also used to suffer from asthma attacks, and I killed myself with that. See, so I got diagnosed as a young adult in my early 20s with bronchitis, asthma, and prescribed a ventilator inhaler, and I used salbutamol, discus, and I used to collect one of those a month, and I would have asthma attacks. I mean, I would have like a asthma attack. It was like, it's a harder and harder, incrementally harder to breathe. That's another thing I killed myself on. That's the power of God's medicine. And other Christian pastors are so pathetic compared to me, like Brandon Holthouse, little beta sissy boy. And like anybody, I don't see anybody else. I'm not as others. Lest Satan shall have advantage of you, for I'm not ignorant of his devices. Beloved, I wish above all things that I may prosper and be in health. Let's talk about physical health, even as our soul prospers. So I'm the only person on YouTube that's a Christian, free grace person that truly has been teached by Christ how to be protected from harm physically and to heal themselves and to improve mentally and physically. And I've been doing it for free. I don't even have like ads on my videos. Now here's the point. So I don't just have book smarts and textbook knowledge. I've learned from God what I've learned through experience, okay? And I credit God with ultimately I credit God with this. Because after I became a Christian, I prayed to God. So I prayed to God, and God made sure that I learned, okay, that he shed the light of truth into my life, that he helped me to know, he helped me to find knowledge and learn things, and then I had to apply it. So, basically, here's the point. And you'll see the same things if you watch my videos. If it's how to raise testosterone, which is not an issue. Most men are low T, low testosterone. If it's to how to look better, feel better, whatever the thing is going to be, it's always going to be supplementation is going to be part of it, because it's something that most people are not doing, and if they're doing it, not doing it right. Okay, so supplementation, God made vitamins. Okay, supplementation, not big pharma drugs, is what I've been relying on to improve. Okay, so here's the point. Anxiety is a stress state. Okay, so you cannot be stressed and calm at the same time. Now, what is stress? It's a biological state. Okay, it's increased cortisol, higher cortisol levels, adrenaline, and heart rate. So it's high heart rate, high adrenaline, high cortisol. That's stress. Demystifying it. It's not a ghost or feeling stress in your brain. What is stress? It's high cortisol, high adrenaline, high heart rate, high blood pressure. So if you lower cortisol, you'll be less stressed. Okay, and people that are stressed, you test the blood, they have more cortisol. So here are some of the supplements that I have taken that have helped me to be less stressed. Okay, and like I said, I used to be waking up in the morning stressed, stay stressed, super stressed, and then sometimes it'd be like suddenly like a lot more stress and a panic attack manifest. And now I don't have stress. I have several hours a day of not being super stressed. Okay, where I used to be waking up being super tense and stressed and then staying that way, and then intermittently be like a lot more stress and get a panic attack. That's the point. Supplements, okay. There's supplements that can help you. There are supplements that can help you. There are supplements that have helped me. So supplements are key. Also, quitting sugar, commonly correlated with mental health problems, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, is neuroinflammation. Okay, so people that have brain inflammation are more likely to have a mental health problem. So people that have a mental health problem are more likely to have a brain inflammation problem. So neuro meaning brain. So here's the supplements I've been taking that really have been helping me. Vitamin C, okay? And you can Google Psychology Today, Vitamin C Stress Buster on Google, and you find an article there. So people go, Mark, you're crazy. Vitamin C can lower stress. You're crazy. Even Psychology Today has an article, Vitamin C Stress Buster. Google it, okay? Adaptogen. So vitamin C is one of the supplements. And I believe that people should be taking 2 grams of vitamin C 3 times a day. 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams in the middle of the day, and 2 grams at the end of the day. Pure ascorbic acid, either in capsule form, or do what I do, buy ascorbic acid powder in bulk and make a vitamin C water. So vitamin C is one of the supplements that help me. It's the most important supplement. Here's another supplement that's helped me. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen that can lower cortisol, the stress hormone, so-called. Stress, anxiety, stress. So you get the right dose of ashwagandha and you can see great improvement in anxiety and stress. Okay. Here's another supplement. Magnesium that can have a calming effect. Magnesium. And I would recommend 500 milligrams morning, 500 milligrams at night. Okay. Magnesium can also make you more likely, can help you to fall asleep and to have more restful sleep. So I would recommend 500 milligrams of magnesium in the morning with breakfast, if you eat breakfast, and 500 milligrams of magnesium at night with supper, the last meal of the day. So yeah, vitamin C, 2 grams morning, 2 grams middle of the day, 2 grams end of the day. Not orange juice, not effervescence, pure ascorbic acid powder, either in capsules or buy the powder in bulk, making a vitamin C water. 2, magnesium, 500 milligrams with breakfast and 500 milligrams with supper. And if you're like me, you do OMAD fasting, 8 only 1 time a day. You can take some omega-3 fish oil capsules and then the supplements to kind of buffer it so they land on fat without breaking your fast. Omega-3 fish doesn't have the carbohydrates in it. So that's how I do it when I do fasting. I take a big dose of supplements in the morning, and first I stop by taking omega-3 fish oil. So I'll run down the list. Here are supplements that have helped me, and you can look into them and buy them, and you'll be helped too. Vitamin C. once again, 2 grams 3 times a day. 2 grams in the morning, 2 grams at night, in the middle of the day, 2 grams at night. 2, 4, 6, totaling 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C per day. 2, magnesium, 500 milligrams morning, 500 milligrams at night. Okay. Ultimately, you get a multi-form magnesium supplement, which means it combines at least 2. It's not just one form of magnesium. Like a supplement that has 2 forms of magnesium or more. Okay. 3, niacin, niacinamide. Okay, vitamin B3. I recommend as a starting dose 500 milligrams morning, once again breakfast, and 500 milligrams night. And that's a modest amount. Okay, that's a very modest amount. And a lot of niacinamide supplements, they have 500 milligrams per capsule, okay, or tablet. And for most supplements, you want capsules. Capsules are superior to tablets. And you won't have the caking, binder stuff in there, okay. So, one of the short is to help you to remember, I repeat the same thing. So, vitamin C, 2 grams 3 times a day, totaling 6 grams. Morning, middle of the day, end of the day. Magnesium, 500 milligrams as half a gram morning and 500 milligrams at night. So you either buff your supplements with a meal, so you take it after you finish eating, or if you like me, you do fasting, omega fasting, you can take some omega-3 fish oil or vitamin E soft gels, something that has fat. So get some fat in the stomach and then these supplements. So 6 grams vitamin C per day, 2 grams 3 times a day. 500 milligrams magnesium 2 times a day, totaling 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams. 500 milligram morning, 500 milligram night. And with supplements, most of them, it's best to take them several times a day. So you divide your daily dose into these 2 doses is superior, optimal. Not taking, so it's like a gram of magnesium per day. It's not a gram 1 time a day. It's better you divide it and take 500 milligrams, half a gram, 2 times a day. Totaling a gram. So, vitamin C, 2 grams start a day within an hour waking up. 2 grams middle, 2 grams end of the day. Magnesium, 500 milligrams morning and 500 milligrams night. Okay. Niacinamide, vitamin B3. There's different forms of niacin. You want niacinamide. 500 milligrams morning, 500 milligrams at night. So it's magnesium and niacin. You take that breakfast and supper. First and last meal of the day. And if you do fasting, you can put 3 omega-3 fish oil capsules in your stomach first and then the other supplements. Helps to buffer it, which not only helps to prevent nausea, which you can have if you take like large amount of supplements on an empty stomach, but it also can aid the absorption of certain things. So, having some fat. So, vitamin C, magnesium, niacin. Ashwagandha, okay? Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. Oh, it's time to adapt again. I feel more stressed and life is getting more stressful. Adaptogens can help you to feel better. So adaptogens lower cortisol, the stress hormone so called. So ashwagandha. I'm gonna take a look at my ashwagandha here just as I'm teaching it here. So here's my ashwagandha. I buy this on a bulk supplement, a budget supplement website in Sweden. These are 100 capsules. And there's 400 milligrams of ashwagandha per capsule and 5 milligrams of piperine. Piperine enhances the absorption of certain things. You'll find as an ingredient in a lot of herbal supplements, like turmeric, ginger capsules. So, vitamin C, niacin, magnesium, and 4th, ashwagandha. This supplement has 400 milligrams of ashwagandha per capsule. And I would recommend for people that have anxiety, stress, around a gram of ashwagandha per day. Which means if you buy an ashwagandha extract, an ashwagandha capsule that has 600 milligrams of ashwagandha per capsule, which some will do, you take 2 of those a day, and once again, 1 in the morning with breakfast, and the other 1 at night. Now, if you find one that has 400 milligrams like this one, you can take 1 morning with breakfast and 1 supper, totaling 800 milligrams. So you want around a gram of ashwagandha per day, 1,000 milligrams. Ashwagandha, I've also seen some things indicating it can raise your testosterone. Okay, Ryan Garcia got suspected of being on some kind of roids, and he's like, "There's ashwagandha, it's raising my testosterone." Whatever. Here's the point. So vitamin C, magnesium, niacin, and ashwagandha. Okay, so around 1,000 milligrams ashwagandha per day. If you have an ashwagandha supplement that has 200 milligrams, that's low, per capsule, you can take 2 of those, okay, morning and 2 at night, and you're still getting 400 milligrams per dose 2 times a day, totaling 800 milligrams. But you want around 1,000 milligrams. I used to buy an ashwagandha extract tablet, high strength, on Amazon, and it had 1,205, I think, milligrams. So it depends on the strength. So I give the milligram amount. So you want around 1,000 milligrams ashwagandha per day. If you would find one that has 600 grams ashwagandha per capsule, it take 2 a day, total 1,200 milligrams, 1.2 grams. And so vitamin C, niacin, magnesium, ashwagandha, and the last one will be L-theanine. See, L-theanine. That's another calming supplement, L-theanine. And you want around 600 milligrams of L-theanine per day, okay, if you have anxiety, stress. Same there. If you find one that has 300 milligrams or 200 milligrams of L-theanine per capsule, you can take 2, 4, 6. You can take 2 in the morning and 1 at night, okay. That would, okay, 2, 4, 6, 600 milligrams total, up to 1,000 milligrams. Some people take more than that, but it's like that's enough. The amounts I'm given is enough to make a noticeable difference within a week of getting on the protocol, and not too much for anybody. Okay, it's not going to be so much that some people get nauseous. It's too much niacin. Okay, so vitamin C, magnesium, niacin, ashwagandha, and L-theanine. Another thing I would also recommend people that have mental health problems, depression, anxiety, or just not even people with that. It's like it's especially important, but this is something I recommend everybody to take. A B complex a day, okay? Me personally, I take 3 B complex tablets per day. Now, you want to take this one. So a B complex, a good B complex. So either capsules or tablets, a B complex tablet. So B complex is also good. It can help with all kinds of things. So that's like a bonus one. These 5s, you take these 5 I just listed. That's enough to make a difference in mental physical health for people. And bonus ones, like you can add a B complex per day. And that's something everybody should be taking. So that concludes the video. Anything else I say now is bonus. And I'm a person don't just have competence and knowledge like textbook. I'm a person that has had mental physical health problems and have improved some of them and cured another. So my wife that I want to know, we wonderful. She was suffering from severe allergies when I met her, to the point where she had a hard time making a living. She was working knitting yarn, and she would be react allergic to the yarn. And after I started practicing what I call God's medicine on her, because I learned this alternative medicine after praying to God. She reports being cured to 99%. To 99% improvement in her allergies. So. Sherry wrote, "Thank you, Mike, you're welcome." And I had a little troll that is going to get blocked. I have autism, like I said, which is why you see me wear sunglasses in a lot of my videos and earplugs. So one of the ways that the autism affects me is like sensory processing, which means my brain doesn't like processing sensory stimuli. Bright lights, and there's certain lights that are worse than others, like fluorescent lights, and like the flicker rate can matter too. So, and loud noises. So I get a little bit stressed. That's often gives me stress, okay? Like bright lights, loud noises, things like this. So that's another thing where we improved. Where it used to be, my sensitivity used to be a lot worse. And I would have like a strong pain signal just looking at the light. And it's got to kind of make me feel uncomfortable and kind of tense and nervous at times, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Now notice how, since I'm not weak, I don't avoid things that are uncomfortable, like stand under fluorescent light without sunglasses, doing public speaking for 30 minutes with autism, because I'm not weak. See? So that's another thing. You have to learn to endure certain things. Now, for some people who already have too much stress and anxiety, you might have to avoid things and not overexert yourself and push yourself too hard to do things. You take it a little bit at a time. So, for example, when I would have extreme anxiety, and especially when I'm in public, I take supplements before I leave my home, and I'll be less stressed to be out in public. And now I'm training myself to uh, be in this situation without being stressed. So that's also part of it. Exposure therapy is something that I've used to deal with things. So exposure therapy in conjunction with supplementation is especially effective because you work to train your brain to not be freaking out in certain circumstances. So if you're taking supplements to help calm you down, then expose yourself, you'll be less stressed when you're doing exposure therapy. Like training yourself to go through something that you're having a difficult time doing. And if you're less stressed, it helps to condition your brain. Be like, this is not that bad, okay? So exposure therapy in conjunction with proper supplementation can make a difference. Now, since we're on YouTube, I'm going to make a disclaimer here. I am not a doctor, okay? Everything I've said in this video, none of it is supposed to be taken as medical advice or information, and it's not intended to replace the care of a licensed physician or doctor. Talk to a doctor before starting to or stopping to take any supplements or medications. Okay. Talk to a doctor before making a change to diet, lifestyle, supplementation, and or medication. So, anyway, here's the point. On the topic of that, things that you should avoid, okay? I would recommend that people that are looking to improve in general, and especially people that have some mental health problems, to clean up your diet and eat less sugar, ought to be cut out completely. Abraham Hoffer was a clinical psychologist and in Canada, and he reported having a higher success rate in treating patients with paranoid schizophrenia than the standard care. So he had a clinic, like a private clinic, I guess, and he was using supplements. He was an orthomolecular psychiatrist, and orthomolecular psychiatrist, that is the competence elite when it comes to improving people's health, as far as I'm concerned. So orthomolecular means proper amounts of molecules. So basically, orthomolecular means getting the right amount, working to restore, to get the right amount of certain things in the patient. So here's the point. And part of what he would do, he would be giving them niacin, high dose niacinamide. Okay. And then also would tell them quit the junk, okay? Like the sugar, junk food. And people know what he meant when I said quit all the junk food. Quit the junk or something like this. And they would know most of them what he meant. Like ice cream, cookies, candy, stuff like this, soft drinks, junk food. So reduce your daily sugar intake. Okay, reduce your daily sugar intake. Me, I consume less than 10 grams of sugar per day, as opposed to the 80 plus grams that the average American consumes according to statistics. So that's a good end of the video. Okay, share it. I subscribe. Okay. Don't count on YouTube keeping you subscribed. So I recommend you save a bookmark to my channel. Or remember, mics are live, and you can search. Like tomorrow, if you're looking to look at my videos, you're gonna see if I'm live. You can search Mike Saha live, and like manually go to my channel, see if I'm live. I've had people tell me they subscribe and get unsubscribed and don't get notifications, letting them know that I went live. So, Sherry wrote, I'm subscribed. I'm agoraphobic and my son says anxiety so bad he doesn't want to leave the house. Okay. Yeah, I used to be like that too. Now, I leave the house, but it's like I avoid doing it because I'm not told in videos there's people that send to harass me when I go outside. And I don't like being harassed, so. And that's also part of autism. A lot of people with autism don't really love socializing and end up like engaged in special interests and things like this. So anyway, that's the point. What's the point here? Agoraphobia can be cured. I cured myself. So I used to be, years back, I used to avoid going outside because I had such bad anxiety and agoraphobia. So I would like wait. Now I go shop in the supermarket in the daytime. And a lot of times I go where there's the most people. So I look at Google, peak traffic, and that's when I go shopping a lot of time for a variety of reasons. Whereas years back, I had agoraphobic to the point I'd be going outside in order before leaving my home. I was like hyper-adrenalized, okay? And it got worse outside. So due to the agoraphobia anxiety, I would wait until it's dark and go shopping in the corner store, which is the closest store to my house. Okay. And when it's dark and less people in the store and outside. So I have to be like counting less people on my way there and back. So I would wait until it's dark and do my grocery shopping in the corner store. Okay, like hurry back. And now I go shopping in the biggest supermarket in broad daylight and spend time outside and do live streams from outside in the town square and literally Agora at town square, and then I'm doing live streams. And okay, so I support. It can be improved. People's mental health funds can be improved with the right knowledge and then applied. So to reiterate, vitamin C, niacin, magnesium, ashwagandha, and L-theanine. Bonus one, B complex. And a B complex, they're water soluble, and you don't have to consume them with a meal to have good absorption. Yeah, so I cure myself of panic attacks, asthma attacks too. Used to have ventilated get asthma attacks. That's another thing I cure myself of. Asthma attacks. Agoraphobia, I cure myself of that. And panic attacks. So, I'm a human. And if you're a human, what helps my body to not be stressed can help you. It's another thing too. Exercise, which like the obvious thing. Exercise can help. Doing cardio exercise like once a week at least. That can help to lower stress levels. Meaning if I do a cardio session today, I can have less stress for several days after this. It's not like you had to do it the same day. Doing cardio exercise once a week can help you to be less stressed throughout the week. So that's another thing that can help. Burn off stress and you have like a release of feel good hormones. People that have treatment resistant depression, a sign of that is even though the exercise don't get the post laborious exertion runner's high, so like endorphin flow. So there's something called the runner's high. When you exercise hard enough, you get like a rush of feel good endorphins, chemicals, whatever, you feel good after. And people who have treatment resistant depression, one of the things they have, no matter if they go jogging, they don't get that good feeling after training. So yeah, so I'm gonna finish up. You might not like everything that I got on my channel, and I don't care, okay? I'm not a people pleaser. I'm a disagreeable man. I'm unafraid to face conflict and to be controversial because my point is sharing the truth and fighting evil in this world and not be friends with everybody. So here's the point. People that are looking to improve mentally and physically, though, they definitely can learn stuff from my channel, okay? And like I said, if I really want to do power punch health fitness videos, it has to be on Rumble BitChute because YouTube is pretty sensitive. Now the way that I did this, it should be okay because it's like a disclaimer and it's like personal experience and I'm not a doctor. But like I said, talk to the doctor before making a change to diet, lifestyle supplementation. It's another thing. If you're taking antidepressants, SSRIs, you do not want to supplement with St. John's wort. That's another supplement that I take. I have this Amazon bowl that has a cylinder in it, and I buy St. John's wort tea, like loose St. John's wort herb, and put it there. So when I make coffee, it's St. John's wort coffee. I mean, it's like a hybrid tea and coffee. So I boil water, and it's like a tea holder there with St. John's wort and they make coffee. Now you don't want to take any supplements containing St. John's wort if you're on an antidepressant. At least not if it's an antidepressant that upregulates serotonin. So remember that. Now your doctor will told you. I think the only prescribe people that tell them not to. Either that or on the insert. So plus I like to learn there are some things I actually know about and you were right about those things. You seem like you learn. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so I credit God, okay? People might not agree with me, people are lost and things like this, but it's like I credit God with the fact that I've learned what I needed to learn. So it's after I pray to God for healing, being a person suffering myself, like really suffering, okay? Not being dramatic, to make anxiety and panic attacks and allergies, asthma, things like this. Praying to God about help, I end up like time on events, okay? Chronological order. Mike has health problems. Mike prays to God. Mike finds solutions to his health problems. Mike starts applying those solutions. Mike gets better. See? So I credit God with the fact that I know what I know. And I've been able to help not only myself, but other people in life. So that's the end of the video. You're welcome to come back to my channel. I don't care if you like me or not. I'm here to share valuable information. And no matter how people feel about my other videos, the teaching videos are helpful no matter what. Okay. So Yeah, it's good to see some people are showing an interest. The Bible says that the fools despise wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. I will talk about here it's health, fitness, wisdom, and knowledge, and it leads to instruction. See, I counsel thee to have no more a lot of sugar, but have proper supplements. See? And people that watch it will just go like, Mike, you're crazy, you're nuts, and attack me. They're fools. They despise the wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. But men of understanding attain unto wise counsels, which is, I've been a man of understanding, so I've been attaining unto the counsels, watching videos from Tom, Levy, Abram Hoffer, Andrew Saw when he was still alive, and I've been attaining unto it. I didn't like see the video show up. Oh, this guy says vitamins can help your elderly. What an idiot. Everybody know, okay, I have less of what you say, so I need scoffing. Okay, because I wouldn't have learned then. Okay, so yeah, det ska bli en video. Take care of yourself out there. And people that are looking to get better, take care of themselves, can learn that here. Yeah, what you need to do is save a bookmark to my channel if you want to see my future videos. I don't care. It's like I'm going to keep growing and getting a lot of views no matter what. So it's not like I had to cling on to one view. I hope you keep watching. I got 3,000 views in my recent boxing training scene in the kitchen. Like the same, as soon as I ended it, I had 3,700, I think it was, views and 12 likes on it. So it's like it's not that it's like I have one view and like I needed to cling on to that one. So I get enough views. I can produce quality content. So yeah, that's a brand new video. But I do like to help people. So take care of yourself, and you can go back. People that watch this video, you can jump back to the part. Maybe I put a timestamp where I was listing the supplements to talk about them, and you can just make a note. Okay, you can take notes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then ashwagandha, the milligram ones. So I don't care where you buy them. And here's another thing, a little helpful thing. Don't be brand centered too much when it comes to supplements in general, and don't be think that you had to get the most expensive one for it to be effective. It's like the most important thing is that you can afford to take all the different supplements. So yeah, it's like I buy supplements on Amazon. I have Amazon Prime, and with some research you can find good ones. So a lot of times like look for the cheapest one is like the best advice. Look for the cheapest one. The cheapest, and well, not just the cheapest, because you can have one that's like 30 capsules, gonna be cheap, one has 90. But it's like the cheapest for like how many milligrams are we getting? Okay. So you can find supplements on Amazon. I buy most of my supplements on Top Formula, which is Swedish budget supplement store, online supplement store. And then a few other ones I buy on Amazon. Do you find it hard to leave the house? No. Now, like I said, I'm a told in the video, which means if I leave the house, I get harassed. Okay. And I don't like being harassed, but I don't find it hard to leave the house. I go outside frequently, and I don't find it hard. So, that's been another video. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.